guys, welcome to another Sungura video with me, Erik. Today I want to talk about how to create that typical, characteristic Sungura sound. So this is something many of you asked me to cover. Today's video will be more technical than my previous ones. We're gonna be digging into the sonic qualities of Sungura, looking more at the guitars and the audio settings for each track. So I'm gonna try to present this step by step. So I'm using Logic Pro to record, which gives me a lot of amp simulation possibilities. What I'm trying to do here is imitate the sound of Sungura. And now, of course, I don't know exactly how Lena Dembo or Tongai Moyo tweaked their amplifiers or effect pedals. But I can make some guesses. And the thing is, Sungura has changed a lot over the years. I mean, the productions are different now. More recent albums sound different than the albums from the 80s. So I think there's a whole lot of different flavors within Sungura. There's not one way of setting the sound to achieve Sungura sound. There's many different options. But I guess I can present some main principles on how to achieve something that feels like Sungura. But I'm interested to know from you guys, what do you think makes Sungura sound like Sungura? So if you have any thoughts on this, please leave a comment below. And now, let's go into Logic. Alright, here we are. Now, the first thing I want to do is to just make drum beats instead of having a click metronome. So I'm not recording drums this time, but I'm using MIDI. So here we got the kick and hi-hats for a couple of bars playing a Sungura rhythm. So I'm just looping that for this duration. Yeah, sounds like this. Simple. Okay, so now we can start building up the guitars on top of this. New audio track. Now, the first rhythm guitar is gonna play something like this. And the other one will play this. And the lead guitar is gonna play something like this. Now, heading back to the rhythm guitar, I have to point out a very important setting on the guitar itself. I'm talking about the treble knob. So for the rhythm guitar, I like to turn down the treble way down, like to a minimum. Alright, so then we're ready to start tweaking the sound in Logic. We're heading into the channel strip, and in audio effects, we're looking for the pedal board. And here we're gonna add two pedals. The first one being a compressor pedal. There we go. And the second one is a vibrato pedal. And after some adjustments, it sounds like this. Now the next step is to add an amplifier. So I'm heading over to the audio effects and amp designer. And we're gonna select an amplifier that's called Silverface Combo. I like this one for the rhythm guitars. And now we need to look at the specific settings here. We're gonna turn down presence quite a lot. Gain, I'm lowering it a bit. Bass, low. Mids can be mids, so I'm leaving it at almost 5. Treble, down. Now, without the amp, it would sound like this. Switching it on again. Adjusting the output. Too much. Now, the thing that I'm still not happy with is the amount of bass. So now that we've got an amp, we're gonna go into the channel strip again and add a channel EQ equalizer and remove some of that excess bass, which is not necessary for the rhythm guitar. Just to give you an idea here, so I'm looking for the sweet spot. Maybe a bit more bass reduction. Okay, that's much better. Now, the final ingredient for this rhythm guitar is another compressor. And I'm selecting this one, Vintage Opto. And this will be the settings. I'm not going to explain the whole logic behind a compressor. You can look it up elsewhere. But yeah, I think it makes the sound more juicy. Off, and distortion, I'll put it on soft. Yeah, that's the compressor settings for now. Just reducing the volume a bit, and yeah, I think we're done with the first rhythm guitar. Now, just to give you a comparison to where we started, if I turn off all the audio effects, and switching them all back on again, yeah, that's starting to sound like Sungura to me. Now the good news is we don't have to do this all over again for the second rhythm guitar. Let me just rename the channel Rhythm Guitar 1. What I'm going to do now is just to duplicate this channel. And here comes one of the most important things, which is panning. We need to pan the guitars left and right. Not fully 100%, but quite a bit. So now we've got Rhythm Guitar 1 in the left ear. And let's record the first one. Okay, now all I need to do is to extend this and check the transition. Yeah, it's fine. Now, Rhythm Guitar 2. This is the pattern. Just adjusting the treble until I'm happy. And then record. Okay, lead guitar. We're gonna build this one from scratch. New audio track. And in the audio effects, again, we're starting with the pedal. For the lead guitar, we're gonna select a chorus pedal. And I'm just adjusting it like this. So out of the box it sounds like this. And please note, the treble on my guitar is on maximum. Next step, we're going into the amplifier, and here we're looking for an amp called the Vintage British Stack. Now, as you can hear, it's a bit noisy right now, but we're gonna do a whole lot of adjustments here. Let's turn down the overall volume, and on the amp, presence, master, and heading over to the EQ, mids, treble, and here's a quite important one. On the amp we have a built-in reverb, and if I crank it up, sometimes you want that. Maybe a bit less for now. Okay, that's fine. We're done with the amp. Heading back to the channel strip, we're adding another EQ, looking approximately like this, removing some low end, and adding a slight boost around here. Adjusting the low cut a bit more. Next up is a compressor for the lead guitar, and we're selecting the Studio FCT. Sorry, FET. And you can study the knobs more closely. You can pause the video when I'm done adjusting them. Auto gain is off. Distortion is on soft. Yeah, I'm just fine-tuning these ones according to a preset that I like. But keep in mind, it all depends on your input source. So in the end, you have to use your ears. So hopefully what we'll achieve here is a fattier sound. Cool. Now to the last cherry on the cake. It's an echo effect. And I will demonstrate this with and without this effect. Let me first just tweak the settings for this echo effect. And to show you the difference, I'm just gonna mute everything. Now with the echo, can you hear it? Just a slight echo. And now, with everything switched on, alright, lead guitar done. Now it's time to record it. Okay, we've come to the final guitar, the bass guitar. And out of the box, it sounds like this. So we're adding a bass amplifier. We're using the modern amp with modern cabinet 6-inch. And then we're gonna change the mic to this one, condenser 87. And now there is a compressor here as well, and I suggest you pause the video and zoom in to see all of the buttons and knobs and settings on this amplifier. And this is actually it for the bass guitar. And yeah, now I'm just gonna record the bass and we're done. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, there's a red button, you know what to do. So until the next one, keep well. Bye bye.